Hey, what's up, people? Stacy Cochran here, and you are looking at the windshield wiper reservoir that has been removed from my 1996 Toyota Tacoma. Doing a little bit of routine maintenance today. This windshield wiper reservoir has not worked for quite a while. It leaks. And so I'm doing a video to talk a little bit about how I'm going about repairing it, the things I've had to do to fix this. So the first thing I had to do was remove the windshield wiper reservoir from inside of the vehicle, which was pretty simple to do. I watched a couple of YouTube videos. I was able to do it without removing the wheel, simply by turning the wheel hub. The windshield wiper reservoir sits up inside of here, and it's connected by 4 bolts. Those 4 bolts are now down there. So it was a matter of turning the wheel enough to get up under there and removing the reservoir. It took a little bit of work. I had to disconnect the electrical pump. So this is the pump that shoots the fluid from the reservoir out to the windshield, and it has an electrical adapter. That was probably the hardest thing to remove. This thing was really on there snug. So remove that. There was also a hose, and it turned out that this hose that was connected here via this U-shaped pipe connector was actually the source of the leak. As you can see, it's split. And so anytime water was filling the reservoir, it was leaking out by the pump because of this split in the hose, in this U-shaped connector. So I kind of had to diagnose the problem first, and diagnosed it as this U-shaped connector was the source of the problem. So then I went to AutoZone to see if I could replace this part, the U-shaped connector. Of course, I'd rather not have to replace the whole reservoir and pump. Oh yeah, first thing too I should mention, or another thing I should mention, was I tested the pump just to make sure that it was working, which was simply I pressed the windshield wiper fluid button inside the vehicle just to see if it made a sound, and it did. And so once I realized that the pump was working, then it was a matter of removing the reservoir and figuring out where the source of the leak was. And my concern was that the leak would actually be on the reservoir itself, on this plastic piece, in which case you'd pretty much have to replace the whole thing, or if you really wanted to get in there, maybe you could seal it somehow, but that'd be a bit of a pain in the ass. Fortunately, it looks like the source of the leak was just this tube. So then I found a replacement. Actually, not at AutoZone. They didn't have anything that worked at AutoZone, and they recommended to go to Ace Hardware. So at Ace, I picked up this tube here, which I'm hoping will fit. It's a bit bigger, as you can see, than that U-shape, but if there's enough space up in there, this end will then connect to the tip on the pump, which I've already tested out, and it does. So here we go. I'm going to reconnect everything. Try not to break anything as I put it back up in the vehicle, and give it a go. See if I can fix this thing. If it works, this repair cost me $1. $1 for the tube. Cross my fingers.